This is a warning to MAHAMA yet another time from Prophet Telvin. Beautiful. And I think this is the reason why we need a prophet. One time, my friend asked me, a friend who is closer to me asked me, Nick, why is it that a lot of prophets, when they will talk about, Ghana, they're only interested in sometimes who is going to win an election. And he said, even though that is good, that is okay, but most of the time, prophets like to talk about the problems of the country, but they don't want to guide the presidents or the leaders to what they are supposed to do, what they are supposed to do to make the economy very brilliant and good and easy going. And I said, you've never met these prophets. You've seen me, do blogs on this prophet, but you've not taken time to follow these prophets on your own. Now, I think Prophet Telvin Sowa is number one prophet in Ghana, or one of the prophets, the few prophets in Ghana who gives guidelines to the presidency, guidelines to people who occupy higher positions, right? And Prophet Telvin Sowa is back again. Attack on President Mahama and ECG having to power play Ghanaians, and also Airpot having to face, power cut of power supply from ECG. It will be an attack on Mahama to sabotage his economy. Yes. So let's go into the video and watch what Prophet Telvin so I have to say. Let's go get it.
So for my main misa say, Oba can say there will be a funeral. I will mind I will want to say it. This year, yeah.
Not this year.
Okay.
Not this year. And ending of the year to this year to the next year, that's when those things will happen. But now we are adjusting a lot of timeline. So we are in a perfect flow towards the end. And then the Musa.
Okay. My main call near Francis for no sonafi. Yes, I'm ready. Prophet Telvin, I did so and Egusua. Yeah, to train common. So for now, one Gusua or Kasa about a funeral beer and share any bear witness in the country.
Yes, and I said towards the end of the year, we'll be able to witness those things. Exactly, that is popping up. And I told you that is appointees. That is what is going to happen. Due to that, that is going to bring a shuffle within the system of governance. That is how come opposition is being switched. I think I said that in our previous interview. Yeah. So that one is set and marking. The time is.
To me, changing.
There are things that can be changed. But one thing about the timeline is that one or two of it will definitely slip out of our fingers. Yeah, but we'll try. We'll try our best. Our very best. Also, there are some few things that I want to put across.
Okay.
And in that angle, this is where we go.
Okay.
Number one, I remember telling you, say, for the first time in the country, someone would try to assault the president directly in a very unique manner, trying to attack the president. Now, I realize in time that the situation that the decision that is going to be made by the gold and then the agriculture and what it will bring forth in November, that is how come it initiated a structure that ended up bringing such a situation towards the presidency. Now, breaking that structure down, you're breaking it down.
Okay.
I told you, say, with Nakuja in the interview. Say, I think last year before the election, I think our last interview.
Okay.
And in that interview, we spoke about this thing, attack B, something that has to do with a funny demonstration that they want to use to destabilize the country in a very funny way. And as I was speaking, the people that were given access to that demonstration were people that were seeking opportunity for governance, and the government did not appoint them. So I remember I told you, say, Amanfobi, because of opposition, they wouldn't get it. They would play a very funny role. So the presidency will be working, but the same people in the same government will be trying to sabotage the play of the presidency. Because one funny thing is that in 2027 to 2028, there are appointees that are sitting down on the seat of the which are appointed, obviously, And those people will be sabotaging the president
Hey.
because they were afraid that MAHAMA is going to run election in 2028. They asked me the question, I've answered you the question. Exactly. They were afraid, so they'll begin to play sabotage. They will begin to play sabotage. So there's going to be a situation, which is about $121 million situation that they are going to talk about. And then that has to do with the energy sector situation, where that money will be handled in a very funny way. And it will create a lot of situation. To understand that if you don't take care, because of that, there will be situation with the electricity company of Ghana. Very, very big situation that will end up in court, a whole lot of dragging up and down. To understand, say, if you don't take care in the country, the electricity company of Ghana will be held under certain injunction, and if they will make a decision to off the country, turn off light, zoom. We are not working again.
Hey!
Because there is these things that are not done. Airports will be going off, ministries will be going off, independence, different sectors. They like everything.
They are sabotage.
About 2 weeks, yes.
Our energy sector.
Energy sector, yes. As a result of certain games that is being played, that is going to really extend into a very massive ground. And that is not like, it's not the appointees of the energy sector that is doing that.
Okay.
It is some people that have missed opportunity to be appointed. And then they will begin to play the sabotage. And then secondly, those that are trying to contend for 2028 election primaries, they will begin to play that gamble. And bro almost started to play that gamble because they want to make sure that even if MAHAMA has a chance to say, let me go forward and declare, so I want to go for 2028, it is not possible.
Same other.
Exactly. And that is number one thing that we look.
Say you have $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000. What will you do with that amount of money? Do you want to put it in savings? Because that's bullshit. You want to put it in treasury bill? That is double bullshit. You want to put it in bonds? That's triple bullshit. Do you know what you can do with that money? You need to go all in. This is the time. I feel it so hard. This is the time that millionaires will be made in the space of 4 years and even beyond, right? So this is the time to slap your money in cryptos. This is the time to invest your money in stocks. This is the time to, do margin trading in forex and synthetic indices and all of that, right? I am the right mentor for you. I'm the one who is going to show you the rightful strategy, how this thing works. No cap. Absolutely no cap, right? So I'm doing a promo and we have, canceled $80 to $40 you pay. I'm going to mentor you in whatever department you want me to mentor you in. And it's just nuggets, no bullshit, right? My name is Sean Nixon, and let's meet at the other side. Let's go. Now it is happening. A lot of things are happening. And if you have watched most of my broadcasts that I bring to you here, you've seen, obviously, that I've posted a video not long ago with Prophet Telvin Zoe talking about people that you are supposed to fire in government and all of that, right? And ECG came in place and exactly what he also talked about in this particular video, right? ECG having to cut power supply and all of that. And the main painful thing is that people who are doing that are people who are trying to sabotage the current government. It is not about power issues, so to say, power issues. It is about people who are in pain, people who are angry, people who are, are going crazy because, MAHAMA is ruling, MAHAMA is president, and MAHAMA is, serving his time. And I don't think there's any sense in doing that if you find yourself to be working in ECG or whatever, and you have that particular power to have gone to the power supply and cut power and all of that. It doesn't make sense. And a typical Ghanaian, I'm not surprised because a typical Ghanaian is going to do that because of politics. A typical Ghanaian is going to do that because of politics. Whilst this same power is served to hospitals and some other institutions that deal with emergency. But human being, individual, black man, Ghanaian, will do that because of politics. Right? looking forward to get power. Someone who is angry for no reason because somebody is president and they want to have a position and they have not been given a position will have to do all of these things, evil plotting and evil planning to do all of these things just to have power. The power hasn't been given you yet. You can do all of these things against the president and his caucus or his board. Just imagine if you give this kind of person power, what they are going to do. If they can do these evil things because they have not been given power, then imagine what they will be able to do if they have been given power. And from the look of things, you know these people already. You people are so much into politics. Some of the people who are this are so much into politics, they can even calculate and know these people, right? I think we should be patriotic as citizens, and we should, you know, put the country first and nothing else. My name is Chodanix, and I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe, share, like this video, put out some post notifications, subscribe to the backup channel in the description box. I'm out.